Atharva,
Yes, ma'am.
can you give me any examples of adventure sports?
Trekking and cycling.
Very good. Rinjo, can you give me any points for why we should participate in adventure sports?
For our good fitness and
Very good.
helpful for the health.
We get to see the nature closely.
Very good. Very good. Good point. Okay. Now, who is able to give me 1 or 2 points for why we should not participate in adventure sports?
They are way too risky for soft-hearted peoples.
Very good. It's quite dangerous. What else?
It can lead to injuries.
तो वो तो same point हो गया ना. It is dangerous. It can lead to injuries. It can be fatal. That is all 1 point. कोई और point? It is quite expensive. ठीक है? Now moving on to question A6. Tenzing and Hillary created history by reaching the summit of Mount Everest. There are many mountains in Maharashtra where one can fancy his or her chances of climbing them. Imagine that you have climbed a mountain and are immensely thrilled and excited. Write a letter to your friend. So this becomes an informal letter. So you can take this for homework. Do you know the format of an informal letter, or do you want me to send one sample to you?
Ma'am, send one sample.
Okay, I'm making a note of it. Moving on to the next question, I will send you the sample of informal letter and then you have to do question A.61 as homework. Please make a note of that.
Ma'am, is there any homework you given earlier?
Earlier homework was page number 15, dialogue writing. Now I'm giving page number 23, question A6.1. Informal letter you have to write in the written book. We have made 3 books. Those who are attending this lecture for the first day, I'm informing, we are making 3 English notebooks. One is for literature, one is for grammar, and one is for written section. That is composition section. Your letter, your dialogue writing, all that will come in the written book. And the grammar and the written book has to be maintained for the next year also, because same topics are going to continue. Literature, we will make new book next year, but in the 12th standard, we will continue with the same grammar and composition, 2 separate books. Clear about this? Moving on to question number 2. You are the college representative and your principal has assigned you the task of writing a letter to the divisional officer, Satpura Mountain Ranges, Nagpur, seeking permission for the mountaineering expedition to be organized by your college. Now, this is a formal letter of permission. So, I will send one model answer for this also. And based on that sample, you are going to write this also in your English composition notebook. So, you will have separate heading letter to friend and you will have separate letter for seeking permission. There are 6 types of letters that you have this year. So one by one we will be covering all those letters. वो सबका एक sample paper and आपका एक written practice उसके अंदर होना चाहिए. So that if it comes in the exam, you should know how this letter differs from this letter. क्या मेरे को पूछा है, मेरे को क्या format follow करके I have to write the letter in the exam so that you can get your full marks. For letter and all, you can get full marks because if your format is perfect, then teacher can give you full marks for it. Okay. Now convert the letter into.
How many pages to leave between them?
Come again.
Ma'am, between informal and formal letter, how many pages we have to leave?
5 pages always. You have to always leave 5 pages between 2 topics in grammar also and in composition also. In literature, you will not do it, but in grammar and composition, you will leave 5 pages because through a period of 2 years, we are going to do so many practice ना, तो फिर वो haphazard नहीं होगा. You have to leave those 5 pages ताकि subsequently also whenever I am giving any practice, then you can enter it under that same heading. You should make one index, write the page number, so you have topic and page number, and when you open to that page number you will have one model answer and you will have 5 samples that you have done. So वो topic तुमको एकदम clear हो जाएगा. फिर उसके बारे में अगर तुमको कोई point लिखना है, कोई rule लिखना है, कोई exception लिखना है, so that also you can write it there. Now we are moving on to next question. Acha, I have to send you for informal letter, model answer. I have to send you for letter of permission, and I have to send you email format. These are the 3 formats I will send you. On the basis of that, you will be able to do homework on page number 23. Clear, children? Any doubts, please ask. Page number 24, comparisons. Look at the sentences given below. Find out which one is correct. If the sentence is wrong, give reason. First sentence, Sunita is the quieter of 4 sisters. Second, Sunita is quietest of the 4 sisters. Which is right and which is wrong? From
Second one.
From A and B, which is wrong?
B.
A1. A.
A is wrong and B is right. Why? Why is A wrong?
क्वार्टर के लिए ध्यान आना चाहिए.
क्वाइटर के बाद दैन आना चाहिए. उससे ज्यादा पॉइंट ये है कि when you are saying quieter, it can be a comparison between 2 things. When it is a comparison between 4 things, then it will have to become quietest of the 4 sisters. Getting it? Like that, you have to do the rest of the exercise. So this comparison question will be homework. When we compare 2 nouns, we use comparative adjectives. That means quieter, slower, faster, healthier, shorter, taller. This is all comparative degree. When we compare more than 2 nouns, we use the superlative degree. That means quietest, tallest, shortest, fattest, thinnest. EST वाला जो होता है वो superlative degree हो जाता है. So this in your grammar book will be the topic degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison. इसके नीचे तुम्हारे पास 3 आता है, positive, comparative and superlative. Positive क्या होता है? Thin. Comparative क्या होता है? Thinner. And superlative क्या होता है? Thinnest. Make a note of all this in your rough book. Then after the lecture, you put all this in your grammar section. तो fat का comparative क्या हो जाएगा?
Fatter.
Fatter. And superlative क्या हो जाएगा?
Fattest.
Fattest. Are you getting the idea? Positive, comparative, superlative. For example, Milind is taller than John because we are comparing 2 things. But Zakir is tallest of the 3 brothers because the moment you go more than 2, then it will become the superlative degree. Look at the following sentences and observe the changes in the 3 sentences. Discuss the changes and note your response. Atul is not as bright as Milind in studies. The dining room is brighter than the kitchen. Annie is the brightest girl in class. So sentence number A is in which degree of comparison?
Positive.
Positive. And B?
Comparative.
Comparative. And C?
Superlative.
Very good. Now make a list of adjectives in 3 different forms of comparison. Use different texts to find these. Children, I will be sending you homework for this, degrees of comparison.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, beta, you are audible.
Actually, my video was lagging. On which page number are you teaching right now?
Page number 24.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So for this degrees of comparison, I will be sending you homework. I will be sending you a pic. Jisme there will be 3 columns. Some adjectives I will write in positive. You have to write the comparative and superlative. Some adjectives I will write the comparative. You have to write the positive and superlative. And some adjectives I will give the superlative. You have to write the positive and comparative. ये पूरा टेबल जो है आप इंग्लिश ग्रामर नोटबुक में बनाओगे और उसके बाद उसकी फोटो खींच के यू विल सेंड मी ऑन माय पर्सनल व्हाट्सएप, नॉट इन द ग्रुप. ग्रुप को हमको क्लटर नहीं करना है, ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So I will be sending you 4th thing, that is homework on degree of comparison. Have you people got your syllabus for the exam?
No, ma'am.
Not got? Okay. Next question, fill in the blanks with comparative, superlative and positive forms of the correct adjective in the brackets. I want you to very quickly give me the answer. Let me see how many children can give the correct answer. You are naughty. You are dash your brother.
Clever.
Clever as your brother.
You are as clever as your brother. Okay, और क्या हो सकता है? ये तो पॉजिटिव में हो गया. कंपैरेटिव में कैसे होगा?
You are cleverer than your brother.
नो, क्लेवरर नहीं होता है.
More clever.
हाँ, क्लेवरर होता है. क्लेवरर होता है, क्लेवरिस्ट होता है. Yes, cleverer than your brother. That is also right. And superlative degree में ये sentence नहीं हो सकता है. This sentence will be done in 2 ways. The tiger is the dash animal in the zoo.
Most dangerous.
Very good, Sharvari. This is dash road in town.
The
The
busiest road.
Very
busiest
good.
road.
Sharvari, let others also answer. My new house is dash the one I used to live in.
Bigger than the one.
Bigger than.
Very good, Drashti. He is the dash boy in class.
Most forgetful boy in the class.
Most forgetful, Niranjan, correct. So this also has to come in your English grammar notebook. Project, go to your college library or surf the internet for names of various mountaineers who have successfully climbed Mount Everest. Write in your own notebook about their struggles, the interesting anecdotes they have shared, their failures and message that we get from their lives. Submit to your teacher. This we will not be doing. So that is the end of this chapter. Today we are going to start a new poem, The Sawyer, page number 71. Any doubts up till now, children?
No, ma'am.
Page number 71. Make a list of words related to agriculture. What kind of words come to your mind? Sharvari,
Harvest.
harvest. Mohit,
Irrigation.
irrigation. Niranjan,
Threshing.
what is that? Threshing. Very good.
Threshing.
Threshing. Farmer, field. ठीक है? These are
Sowing.
words related sowing. These are words related to agriculture. So you have to write it in your book like this. Let me show you. While we are discussing, please make a habit of writing like this in your notebook. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So please get into the habit of writing like this in your textbook while we are discussing. Discuss the activities carried out by a farmer. So the first thing that is done is plowing. What happens after that?
Sowing.
Sowing. Next,
Irrigation.
irrigation. Next,
Harvest.
harvest. In our country, engineering, teaching, and medical fields are much sought after. Other professions, occupations, though they make a significant contribution to the society, do not get their due. A farmer is highly unpredictable economic gains. For a conservancy workers, what will you write in the column next to it? We can write something like no protective clothing for handling waste, no provision of clean water and soap at the dumps for washing, high risk of skin related and respiratory disease due to handling and exposure to toxic waste. So conservancy workers are not getting enough protection, not enough facility. What else we can write? Suppose we want to write about a veterinary. Who is a veterinary?
Doctor
Animal
of
doctor.
He's a doctor of the animals. What can we write in the column next to him? What are the hazards of his occupation?
Less opportunities.
No, things like animal bites. A veterinary must be getting bitten by the animals sometimes. He may have scratches. What other
Exposed,
occupations?
exposed to any upcoming animal disease.
Very good, like coronavirus. Now, suppose we go to someone who is a salesman. What will be the hazards of that occupation?
Travel a lot
Very
in
good.
summer.
A lot of traveling. What else? His salary is subject to other factors. His salary is not fixed.
Uncertainty when facing the customers, not knowing who they are.
Very good, Niranjan. Now, what if we go to something like a factory worker?
Less salary,
Yeah, not
Exposed to
paid
toxic
enough for the kind of
gases.
work that is put in. Not paid enough for the kind of work that is put in. The money does not equal the hard work. Atharva, what were you saying?
ma'am. I said that point which you have repeated.
Okay. And of course, there are some health risks when you're working in a factory, whether it is exposure to chemicals or whether it is handling huge machines which can, cause you danger and harm. Next question number 2. Agriculture is the backbone of the Indian economy. Fill in the boxes supporting this statement. Complete the following web diagram. What is given to you is a web diagram. So, agriculture, the backbone of India, a large part of Indian population is involved in agriculture. What else can we write in the rest of the boxes? Niranjan?
Most of the population is vegetarian, so agriculture is needed for the nutrition.
So what you're saying is that India as a country becomes self-sufficient because we have such agricultural products coming in. We don't have to depend on other countries. So in one of the boxes, you can write India self-sufficient. Another point.
Generates revenue.
Generates a lot of revenue. Very good, Mohit. What else can we have?
Large parts of lands are used in agriculture.
Very good. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So page number 71 is done. Moving on to page number 72, they are talking about Victor Hugo. Poet, novelist, and dramatist of the 19th century, was the most important of the French Romantic writers. Though regarded in France as one of the country's greatest poets, he is better known for novels as Notre Dame de Paris. Anyone who knows little bit of French and can tell me what does this mean, Notre Dame de Paris? Just like in India, we have the Gateway of India, or we have the India Gate. Like that, in France, there is a Notre Dame. It's a architectural structure in the shape of an arch. It's called Notre Dame. So what is written over here? Notre Dame of Paris, Paris. And another book, Le Miserables. इसके ऊपर movie भी बनी है. Le Miserables means the miserables, the unfortunate. Torulata Dutt, a Bengali poet, also known as Toru, wrote in English and French, was born on 4th of March 1856 in Kolkata. She is considered to be the first Indian poetess to write verses in English and French. She translated dozens of poems and completed a novel before her death at the age of 21. Her poems such as Sita, Lotus, Our Casuarina Tree are well loved. The Sawyer is a translation of Victor Hugo's poem Saison de Samile, Le Soir. It is translated by Toru Datta from French to English. The Sower is a poem about a farmer who is sowing seeds. जमीन में बीज डाल रहा है crops grow करने के लिए. He has seen many bad harvests in his life. However, he is so optimistic of having a good harvest every time he tosses the grains. You can actually learn these two lines and use it.
Coco,
Please mute हो जाओ.
अगं पण
Iti, mute हो जाओ. You can actually learn these two lines and use it in your answers for writing the central idea of the poem. Or maybe if you get a 3-mark, 4-mark question, then you begin with an introduction about the poem and then you come to the answer. So these two lines can be used there. You can learn it by heart. First, I will read the entire poem once, and then we will get into the discussion line by line, word by word. The Sower. Sitting in a porchway cool, sunlight I see dying fast. Twilight hastens on to rule, working hours have well nigh passed. Shadows run across the lands, but a sower lingers still. Old in rags, he patient stands, looking on, I feel a thrill. Black and high, his silhouette dominates the furrows deep. Now to sow the task is set, soon shall come a time to reap. Marches he along the plain, to and fro, and scatters wide. From his hands the precious grain, muse I as I see him stride. Darkness deepens, fades the light. Now his gestures to mine eyes are august and strange. His height seems to touch the starry skies. Not a very simple poem. When you read it, you're not really able to grasp what is happening. So pay attention to the explanation. It is not simple, it is a little complicated because after all, it's a translation. This poem was originally written in which language?
French.
In French
French.
language. Who had written it in French?
Victor
Hugo.
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 And then it was translated into English. Who did that?
Tarulata
Datta.
Datta.
Exactly. Let us first locate the words, the meanings which they have given. What is the meaning of porchway?
A veranda or a covered shelter in front of building.
What is twilight hastens on to rule? What is twilight? What is twilight? Twilight is the period between day and night. It is neither completely day nor completely night. In the evenings you come across that time, that is twilight. In the mornings एक time आता है when it is not night because outside it is not completely dark, but it's not bright day also. So that period when the morning has not yet started, in the morning, but the morning has not yet started, that is twilight. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
So dawn and dusk is twilight. Underline twilight and write dawn and dusk. What is the meaning of the word well, nay? It is given there. Mohit, just read it.
Almost but not completely or exactly, just about.
So underline well, nay, and write almost but not completely. What is the meaning of the word sower? Who can read the meaning? It is given there.
The person who plants the seeds.
What is lingers? Niranjan?
Hangs around, remains.
Matlab, you are lingering there in your building, you're not yet going home. So that is like you're just there, not solving any purpose, but you're there. That is lingering. What is a silhouette? Sharvari?
Shape outline of someone against a brighter background.
So sometimes when you click the picture, you can't see the face of the person. सिर्फ उसका एक पूरा एक outline आ जाता है, like a black shape आ जाता है. That is a silhouette. What is a furrow, Niranjan?
Line, trench, channel.
Like a canal. Furrow is a deep digging in the ground. That is a furrow. What is a muse, Mohit?
Rest in thought, reflect.
So when you're sitting and you're in deep thought and you're thinking, that means you are musing. What is to stride, Sharvari?
To
Walk with long step.
steps.
Meaning if you're getting late or something and you start walking with larger steps so that you can go fast, that is called striding. Akshata, what is the meaning of August?
Noble, impressive,
Dignified. Someone whom you respect. That is an august person for you. Okay. Now these are good word meanings. You can use these words in your written section. Now let us discuss the poem one by one. Sitting in a porchway cool. So someone is sitting in the balcony and that area is quite pleasant and cool because it is in the shade. Sunlight I see dying fast. So who is sitting? Now it has become I. That means the poet is sitting in the veranda and he is observing the sunlight which is fast dying. Why? Because
Sunset.
Because it is sunset. It is the day is coming to an end and the night is going to come now. Twilight hastens on to rule. So quickly the twilight is changing into night. Working hours have well nigh passed. That means the working hours are now almost over because working hours are during the day. Now it is becoming night. So everybody is going to stop their work. Shadows run across the land. So you can see people who are headed home, but you can't actually see them because the day is now over. The sun has set. So you cannot see the person completely. You can see dark silhouettes. But a sower lingers still. He's saying, I can see a lot of people going home, but I can see in one field, there is one farmer who is still there. And what activity he is doing?
He is sowing.
He is sowing the seeds. Old in rags, he patient stands. So the farmer is old, he's in rags, that means he's poor, and he still lingers on. He is still not going home, he is still continuing with his work. Okay, who can read this first 7 lines which I have just finished? Niranjan, can you read?
Yes, ma'am. Sitting in a porchway cool, sunlight I see dying fast, twilight hastens on to rule, working hours have well nigh passed, shadows run across the lands, but a sower lingers still, old in rags he patient stands.
Children, I want you to write the number against the line. So abhi jo Niranjan ne read kiya, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. ऐसे just you write the numbers, otherwise it will become difficult to discuss. So how many lines you are getting in all?
20.
7.
So up till 7 we have finished. Now we are starting with the 8th line. Looking on, I feel a thrill. The poet is saying, looking at that farmer, I am feeling a degree of excitement. मेरे को एक अजीब सी खुशी हो रही है. Black and high, his silhouette. So वो जो उसकी figure है, that farmer's figure, which is black because it's in the shadow, and it is high, okay, dominates the furrows deep. What lies below him are the deep furrows. You know, when you plow the field, you make those lines, no, in which you put the seeds. So he is calling them furrows. That उसके नीचे जो ground है, उसमें furrows है, पर वो खुद जो है, he is standing very tall. Now to sow, the task is set. So he has already finished plowing his field. The task is ready now. The next job he has to do is that he has to put the seeds. Soon shall come a time to reap. The way he is working so hard, very soon I will be sitting here and I will be watching him and he will be reaping a harvest. Marches he along the plain, to and fro, and scatters wide. So in his field, he is walking from one end to the other, from one end to the other, from one end to the other, scattering the seeds in the furrows. From his hands, the precious grains. Now those grains that he has in his hands, they are very precious because when they reach the land, each one of those seeds is going to become a plant and then produce so many more seeds. Muse I as I see him stride. So when I see him walking like this up and down scattering the seeds, I am sitting here in my balcony and I am thinking, I am in deep thought. Darkness deepens, fades the light. The light is now further going away and the evening has completely converted into night. It has become very dark. Now his gestures to mine eyes are august, and yet he is going on working. So now when my eyes look at him working like that, I have a sense of respect for this man because रात हो गई है और फिर भी वो काम कर रहा है. He is a hard working fellow and I have respect for him. And strange, his height seems to touch the starry skies. Actually क्या होता है, as the night becomes deeper, the shadow becomes longer, you know. So what happens is that now his shadow is seeming so tall, like it is touching the starry skies. So I have so much respect for him that he has become like a person who is touching the stars. Who would like to read line number 8 to 20? Shamika?
Yes, ma'am. Looking on, I feel a thrill. back and high. His silhouette dominates the furrows deep. Now to sow, the task is set. Soon shall come a time to reap. Marches he along the plain, to and fro, and scatters wide. From his hands the precious grain. Muse I, as I see him stride. Darkness deepens, fades the light. Now his gestures to mine eyes are august and strange. His height seems to touch the starry skies.
Very good, Shamika. There are quite a few rhyming words in this poem. Can anyone tell me those rhyming words?
Plain green,
Very
Fast,
good.
fast.
Cool, cool rule.
What
Still
else?
thrill.
Stands.
deep reap,
What else?
Plain green.
Deep reap.
Okay. Now that you are aware of the concept of rhyming words, who can give me the rhyming scheme of this poem?
AB, AB.
Please write it somewhere. Rhyme scheme of the poem is ABAB, because cool and rule, fast and past, lands and sands, still and thrill, alternate जो है वो rhyming है. So A, B, C, D, like that, the rhyming scheme is there. Now, if you are aware of the figure of speech alliteration, what is alliterations?
repeating of words or alphabets.
Okay. Can you pick out any alliteration from the poem?
Line number 12,
A better one?
Ma'am, line 20.
Line 20 is an alliteration. Which alphabet has been repeated?
S.
Yes.
S. How many times?
2 times, 3 times.
Yes, 3 times. Seams and starry and skies. Any other example of alliteration?
17th one, 17th line.
17th line, yes.
Please make these markings in your book that the 17 line is alliteration. Any other example?
Ma'am, 12th line.
12th line, soon shall come a time to reap. अच्छा वो उसने भी बोला था. Okay, it is not a very good example of an alliteration. What else?
Fourth line.
4th line is an alliteration. Which alphabet? Arya,
W,
which
W.
W. How many times?
2 times.
2 times.
Now moving on to the next figure of speech, imagery. Are you aware what is the figure of speech imagery? Imagery is when you read a line and there is an image that is created in your mind because you read that poem, then that line is an imagery. You remember the poem Daffodils? Do you remember the poem Daffodils?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
When you read that poem, you actually had an image of those daffodils next to the lake, swaying and all that, correct? So
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is example of imagery. in this poem, there are various examples of imageries. Can you tell me any line?
Sunlight I see dying fast.
Line number?
7th line. 5th line.
Line number?
7.
7. Yes, it is an imagery. What else?
5th line.
5th line is also imagery. Very good. What else?
Second line.
Second line. Very good. What else?
20th line.
You are saying that it is imagery. Okay. Seems to touch the starry skies. Let us move on to the next figure of speech, personification.
Ma'am, do we have to add that imagery in that 10 figures of speech you have given?
Yes, definitely. Now it is understood whenever I am talking about a new figure of speech, you will add it to your list of figure of speech which I have started off for you. You will make a new entry, you will give 2 examples so that you're clear. Okay? Now, another figure of speech, personification. Are you aware what is personification? When you talk about an inanimate thing, inanimate means not living. When you talk about an inanimate thing doing some human quality, then that is personification. Can you pick out any example of personification from the poem?
5th
Line number 6.
Line number 5 is personification, not line number 6, line number 5. Shadows run across the land. So what is the inanimate object in this line?
Shadow.
Shadows.
Shadow.
What is the human quality that has been given to it?
Running.
It is running.
To be able to run. So it is a personification. Very good. Any other personification?
Second line.
Very good. Second line is a personification. What is the inanimate object?
Sunlight.
Sunlight. Human quality?
It is dying. Ability to die.
Very good. Now let me tell you about one more figure of speech. Just like I have told you, alliteration, in which the word begins with a certain sound. Now I am telling you a figure of speech, consonance, C-O-N-S-O-N-A-N-C-E. I repeat, C-O-N-S-O-N-A-N-C-E. Consonance is another figure of speech in which not necessarily the sound that is being repeated is the beginning of the word. For example, look at line number 5. Shadows run across the lands. Is there a repetition of a certain sound?
Ma'am, S.
Very good. But is it at the beginning of the words? No.
No,
It is
ma'am.
at the end of the words. So that is a consonance. Can you pick up any more examples of consonance? There are 2 more examples of consonance in the poem.
14.
14.
16.
7.
Yes, 7 is a correct answer. Old in rags, he patient stands. What is the repetition? Which
S.
alphabet? S. Another example,
Ma'am, 14.
14, no beta,
Ma'am, 16.
no.
17.
No, line number 8. Not very evident, but looking on, I feel a thrill. They are saying that the alphabet I has been repeated 3 times. The alphabet I has been repeated 3 times. Okay. Now moving on to page number 73. There are a number of challenges a farmer in India faces. Discuss with your friend how it is possible to improve the condition of the farmers. The problem they face is water scarcity. The solution can be rainwater harvesting. The problem faced is credit and indebtedness. What can be the solution to this problem?
Banks.
Banks or loans, giving loans with
Less interest.
less interest. Land issue. Educating the farmers about crop diversity will make their land less infertile in period of time. Land issue here they're talking about that the land becomes infertile when you grow on growing the same crop over and over again. So educating the farmer about alternation of crops can prevent their land from becoming infertile. Then climatic conditions.
Organic farming.
Very good. Social groups.
Certain television and radio programs.
Very good. Lack of advanced technology. What can be the solution?
Internet or computers.
Yes, providing gadgets of higher technology to the farmers at a subsidized rate will make them more tech savvy. Market risk. Oh, I have missed diversification. Diversification. What would be the solution? Providing agricultural insurance. Market risk.
Selling products to company or factories.
If you regularize the market prices, then this issue is taken care of. The poet has observed the sower closely. Express in your own words the reference the poet has for the source. The reverence means the respect. What kind of answer can you write here?
He is very hardworking.
Yes. What else?
Dignified.
He does not see day and night while working. He is only focused on his farm and he wants a good yield.
Determined.
He is very determined, yes. The poet is prompted to call the sower an august personality, which means one who has reached the highest position in his workplace. Which alphabet?
I.
Yes, 3 times, correct. The poet is prompted to call the sower an august personality, which means one who has reached the highest position in his workplace. Explain this using the following points. I think we have just done question A2, which is absolutely on the same lines. The hard work, the perseverance, and the dedication makes him an august personality to the poet. Pick out the examples of alliteration from the poem and write them down. We have done it. Can you count and tell me how many alliterations we got in the poem? Anyone?
Three.
More than 3. There are 6 alliterations in the poem. Let me tell you the line numbers. Line number 4, line number 6, line number 10, 12, 17, and 20. Who can repeat the 6 numbers which are alliterations?
4, 6, 10, 12, 17, 20.
Very good. Question number 2. Seems to touch the starry skies. The poet has used the word imagery. Describe the idea and pick out other similar examples from the poem. So he is saying this seems to touch the starry skies is line number 20. Okay. He is saying that there is imagery in this line. Which are the other lines which have imagery? So can you tell me you have examples of how many imageries in the poem?
4.
More than that. There are 7 imageries. Line number 1, line number 2, line number 5, 7, 9, 10, and 20. Can anyone repeat the line numbers?
1, 2, 5, 7, 9, 10, 20.
Very good. Aryan, what are you saying?
Ma'am, line number 16.
Yes, you can take that as an imagery. So our imageries then become 8. We can take line number 16 also as a imagery. Question A5, write an appreciation of the poem considering the following points. In the exam, they simply say, write the appreciation of the poem, The Sower. And then you have to touch on all these points to justify your answer. For about the poem or poet or title, what can we say? We can say that the poem completely deals with the farmer performing the activity of sowing the seeds. Therefore, the title of the poem is very apt, that is The Sower. That is what we can say. Then what can we say about the theme? The theme of the poem is that the poet is sitting relaxed in a shady balcony while there is a farmer who is working very hard to provide food to the entire humanity. For poetic devices, you can talk about the imagery, the alliteration, the personification, the rhyme scheme, the rhyming words. You simply state them. What are the special features or novelties or focusing elements? Firstly, you can say that this poem has been written in French originally by Victor Hugo, and then it has been translated into English by an Indian, Torulata Datta, because that is a special feature of this poem. Values or messages. What value do you get from this poem?
Hardworking.
That when you are hardworking, see, that farmer did not go and speak to the poet. He was just doing his work. When you are hardworking, when you are focused and you are doing your thing, then automatically every stranger who even does not know you has respect for you. This is the value that is being put across. This is the message that is being given by the poet to the readers. Your opinion about the poem. It can be anything, but children, please do not get into saying very boring poem. Who wants to know? Don't get into things like that. You have to give positive opinions. Don't forget it is your test paper. So what kind of positive feedback can you give about the poem?
That you should be hardworking and dedicated in what you are doing.
So what you're trying to say is that the poem is very inspirational. On reading it, you feel that you want to be focused and hardworking in your work so that you can get the respect and admiration of everyone around you. So you have to say that it's an inspirational poem, that you felt very inspired. So can you take this for homework? Write a summary of the poem using the following points. So simply in the
Ma'am, can you repeat the point for values message?
that it is an inspirational poem. When I read the poem, I also feel inspired and motivated that I should also do a lot of hard work, that I should also be focused in my work without seeing the hour of the day. I should simply be worried about my work and the outcome. And in doing so, I will gain the admiration and respect of everyone around me.
Yes, ma'am.
Write a summary of the poem using the following points. In the exam, they will not give you the following points. They may not. So you be prepared for that if the points have not been given to you. They will simply say, write the summary of the poem, The Sower. So you have to be able to write on your own. What do you write? You write about the title, we have already discussed. You write about the introductory paragraph about the poem, that is the type and the nature and the tone. So you write that it is an inspirational poem. It is about a farmer. The farmer is doing this, the poet is doing this, the farmer is not worried whether it has become evening or whether it has become night. He is doing his work, and that is why the poet is feeling very respect for him. Then in the main body, you talk about the central idea or the gist of the poem. And in conclusion, you write the opinion or views that it is an inspirational poem, and on reading that, I was motivated to do my work with lot of determination and hard work. So basically, it is very similar to the previous question, but you write it in the form of a progressive paragraph. 3 to 4 paragraphs में आपका answer आना चाहिए. Depending on the marks, for 1 mark, you have to write 4 lines. So if this is a 4 mark question, write the summary of the poem, you have to write 20 lines. Okay?
Yes.
Compose a poem. ये जरूर आता है exam में. Compose a poem on a farmer in 4 to 6 lines in the continuation of the following. So they have always given you the first 2 or 3 words of the line and you have to complete it. Please do it for homework. It is a good idea to have rhyming words at the end of the poem that you are making. Either it can be A, B, B, or it can be A, B, A, B, or it can be A, or it can be B, 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 B. Getting it? Imagine that you are a farmer from a drought-prone area. What is a drought-prone area?
Where there is lack of food.
Food? No.
Water.
Scarcity of water.
Lack of water. So
Scarcity.
an area where the rainfall is not sufficient becomes a drought-prone area. Which is the latest drought-prone area of India? Which state?
राजस्थान.
राजस्थान तो ऑलरेडी डेजर्ट है, वो ड्राउट प्रोन एरिया नहीं है, वो तो डेजर्ट है. एक दूसरा एरिया है, एक दूसरा स्टेट है where there used to be sufficient rain, but now the rain has become very scarce. Not only that, the groundwater has become much deeper, so it has become problem for farmers, and that's why it has become the hub of farmer suicide. Which state am I talking about? Maharashtra, the state that you live in. You should know this. They have started talking about Maharashtra becoming the next desert. There is a procedure of desertification taking place in Maharashtra. Okay. So imagine that you are a farmer from a drought prone area, write a letter to a newspaper editor, discuss the problems and suggest possible solution. Do you have the format of letter to the editor?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Or do you need me to send one?
In the Vidarbha area.
Vidarbha area. You're right, Tanmay. Very correct. Have I already sent you letter to the editor format?
No, ma'am.
No, then I will send one to you. So this is the fifth thing that I am going to send to you. I am sending you format of letter to editor. Because all of these letters have little difference in it. You have to follow that precise format. And in your English composition book, you will enter that letter that I have given. You will manually write it. And after that, you will do this question number A6 as a practice question. Write the question also, write the page number also from where in the textbook you have written the question, and write your answer also.
Ma'am, we
Clear?
have to write simply the format also, no?
The format also, which I will send you on WhatsApp. So you will copy the format in your English composition book. That I am talking about all the formats that I am sending. So you will have a lot of English homework this time. Question A7, agricultural is the principal occupation in Maharashtra that has many career opportunities. Can anyone read these career opportunities? Mohit, can you read it, please?
Agriculture correspondent, marketing communications manager, agricultural policy analyst, farm management, soil conservationist, scientist, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, machine design engineer, zoologist, veterinarian, food microbiologist, horticulturist, and animal agricultural economist.
Write in brief about the various career opportunities given above. You can collect the information from the following universities: IIT Kharagpur, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapeeth Pune, Dr. Panjabru Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapeeth Akula. I don't know what they are saying about these three institutes where you can get information for. I simply want you to write who an agricultural correspondent is, what is his job, what he has to do. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, till L, A to L. You have to write one line about these professions as to ये क्या होता है. जैसे who is a teacher? A teacher is a person who goes to school or college and teaches the subject to the students, explains each and every chapter, makes their exam papers, corrects their answer sheets, give them marks and decides whether the student has to be promoted or failed. तो टीचर के लिए मैंने आपको 4 लाइन बताया, correct? Like this, you have to give me from A to L, and it is important. And it is important because they can ask you questions about this in your exam. It has featured in your textbook. It is not something that you can ignore. This question will come in the literature notebook. Please make a note of this. Question number A7 will come in the literature notebook. It is based on your chapter. Okay. Question number A6, which is letter to the editor, that will come in your composition notebook. Question number 3, compose a poem, that will come in your literature notebook. Page number 73, Write the summary of the poem. That will come in literature notebook. Write an appreciation of the poem. Literature notebook. ये सारा जो है, pick out examples of alliteration and imagery, and the poet has respect for the farmer. All this will come in the literature text notebook. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Now they are saying project work, visit your college library or through the web quest, collect information on green revolution and white revolution in our country. Simply, what is green revolution? What is white revolution? In the literature book, you can write one line about it. What is green revolution? Does anyone already know?
It was
There
about
was
forest.
no food production.
Afforestation.
Food crops.
No. थोड़ा सा research करो. Green revolution कुछ और है.
In providing incentives or modern technology.
No.
Improving farming.
Read karo. No. Find out. Internet pe find out karo. You will come to know what is green revolution. There is a particular name of a person.
MS Swaminathan.
MS
Yes.
Swaminathan.
Question number A2 and A3 are homework. Someone is asking. Yes, they are homework. We have discussed it, and you have to write it in the literature book.
Ma'am, A1, A2, A3, and A4, all four in literature notebook.
See. Let me tell you. Question number A1, we have done it in the textbook itself. We will not put it in the literature notebook. But question number A2, A3, A4, A5 will come in the literature notebook. उसको हम textbook में नहीं लिख सकते हैं. So it will come in the notebook. जो भी complete the table type of question होता है, which we can do it in the textbook, then we will not write it in the notebook. Okay. Then question number 3, we can do it in the textbook itself. We don't need to write it in the literature notebook. This compose a poem. We can do it in the textbook itself. But question number A6, A7, A8, it will come in the notebooks. Clarity है या कुछ confusion है तो अभी भी पूछो.
No, ma'am.
You are clear, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. What is white revolution, anyone?
Making
Increase the
India
production of
with
milk.
respect to
Milk. What is the name
Increasing the
attached to
yield.
that?
Dr.
Varghese
Varghese
Kurian.
Kurian, yes. So just you write two lines about what is green revolution, what is white revolution. Okay? I have finished this chapter. Is there anything that you need me to discuss with you? Did you get the clarity about the degree of comparison, positive, comparative, and superlative? क्या confusion है?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
There is no confusion? Okay. Now we still have like 20 minutes. Shall I go on to the next chapter? Shall I end the class? What should I do?
Ma'am, let's start next chapter.
Next chapter. So come to your index page. Come to 3.2. See, I have finished 1.1 with you. I have finished 1.2. I have finished 2.1. Yes, I will be sending the unit test portion. First, now you are on your index page. Pay attention. 1.1, 1.2 is done. 2.1, 2.2 is done. 3.1 is done. 4.1 is done. Now I am doing with you 3.2, that is blog writing, and next class I will do with you 4.2, that is rising of the moon. Okay, this is the procedure we are going to follow. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Yes, I will be sending you all these details, beta. When is the unit test? What is the timetable? What is the syllabus? What is the paper pattern? Everything I will send to you. Okay. So the procedure I will be following is 1.1, 2.1, 3.1, 4.1. Then we will do 1.2, 2.2, 3.2, 4.2, like this. So if ever you feel that you are feeling too tired with maths and physics and you want to just have some light reading, you will know which chapter you have to read next. For the entire year, you will know, okay, ma'am has finished this chapter. Now this is the next topic that she is going to do. Okay? So blog writing, page number 101. I think many of you are aware what a blog write, what is a blog. On the internet, we have blogs. What are blogs? Nobody knows what is a blog?
Essays or columns written on newspaper
So
or
it is like an e-magazine. People write, people post pictures, and you can go through it, you can respond to it. It's like a two-way communication. A blog is a discussion or informational website published on the World Wide Web. Before blog writing became popular, people used to write or share their articles or write-ups through various media. Discuss in pairs the various mass media available for people to express their views and complete the web given below. So under mass media, we have newspapers. What else do we have?
Television.
Niranjan, what did you say?
Radio.
Radio. And who was that
Television.
other girl? She said something?
Internet.
Internet.
Television.
Television.
Magazines.
Magazine. So I hope that you have filled up into your textbook what we have just discussed, something like this. Writing is considered to be one of the most challenging, demanding, and lucrative careers in the world. What is the meaning of the word lucrative? Paying well. You get good payment. Lucrative means that which pays you well. Match the professions in table A with their descriptions in table B and also what they are called from table C. So blog writing, firstly what I want you to do is, for what is given in column B, please you write numbers like I, and then in bracket you write 2I, and then in bracket you write 3I, that Roman letter छोटे वाला जो
Roman
होता है,
number.
Roman number पर छोटे वाला, small I with a dot. Now first let us just do the matching of column A with column B. For column A, 1, what will match from column B?
7th of column B.
7th of column B. Write, publish an information piece, views, opinions, etc. on the www. So please, against 1 of A, you write Roman number 7. Are you understanding what I'm asking you to do, or is there confusion?
No, ma'am.
One के बाजू में 7 लिखा है, correct? Like this, we will keep writing for all the numbers, and for column B, we have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ठीक है?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
What will match with 2 story writing?
4.
Fourth of column.
Fourth
Ma'am,
one.
we haven't written of column C.
We have not written.
Column C also we have to match.
Column C we will do later. First we are doing A and
First
B.
A
नहीं
and
तो
B.
बहुत confusion हो जाएगा. Yes, first we will do A and B. So 2 is matching with number 4. 3 is matching with
6.
4. Academic writing.
First one of
8.
column B.
First. Yes, that is right. What is the 5th one matching with?
9.
9.
9.
6th.
Third.
Yes. 7th.
Second.
Second is right. 8th.
Fifth.
No.
10th.
Yes, 10th is right. Ninth.
Fifth.
5th.
No, not 5th.
Eighth.
8th. And 10th.
Fifth.
Fifth.
5th. So first is matching with
Seventh.
7th.
7.
second,
4th.
third,
6.
6th.
fourth,
First.
fifth,
9.
9th.
9th.
sixth,
3rd.
Third.
7th,
Second.
2nd.
8th,
10th.
10th.
9th,
8.
8th.
10th,
5th.
5th. Now let us move to column C. We will match A with column C. So 1 which we have already matched with number 7. Now which alphabet will it match with?
B.
B.
C for Charlie. Second, which we have already matched with 4th, which alphabet will it
D.
match with?
D.
D.
Delta is correct. D. Third,
E.
F.
no.
E.
First also you have sent C. It should be
No, ma'am. B.
B, beta.
B, ma'am.
B, beta, blogger. And second is D, delta. That is story writer. What about 3?
E.
E.
E. Fourth,
F.
F.
correct. Fifth,
A.
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 A. Sixth,
C.
C.
journalist. Seventh,
J.
J.
J, columnist. Eighth,
I.
I, screenplay writer. Ninth,
H.
H.
novelist. And 10th,
G.
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 J, dramatist. Clear?
Ma'am, 10th one is G or J?
J बेटा J. वो तो
Ma'am,
J
it's
दो पे
G.
हो गया फिर.
It's G.
Ma'am, पर इधर G.
Dramatist is G. Sorry. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Moving on to page number 102. Do you know? Okay, who would like to read? Sharvari?
Yes, ma'am. I'll start. Blog writing. Do you know what blogs are? In the beginning, a blog is a write up that people share online, and it dates back to 1994. In this online journal, you could talk about your daily life or share things you do. However, people got an opportunity to communicate information in a new way. So began the beautiful world of blogging. Ma'am, should I continue?
Read the entire page, Sharvari.
Okay. What is a blog? A blog, shortening of weblog, is an online journal or informational website displaying information in the reverse chronological order, with latest posts appearing first. It is a platform where a writer or even a group of writers share their views on an individual subject. Each entry is called a post. Blog structure. The appearance of blogs changed over the course of time. Most blogs include some standard features and structure. Here are some common features that a typical blog will include. Header with the menu or navigation bar, main content area with highlighted or latest blog posts, sidebar with social profiles, favorite content or call to action, footer with relevant links like a disclaimer, privacy policy, contact page, etc. Here's a list of reasons why people blog and how blogging can benefit your personal or professional life. Express yourself and share your passions, make a difference, share interesting information, refine your writing skills, learn how to make money online, build your professional network, earn more media exposure. Importance of blogs. Blogs refine your thoughts, blogs reward the creator, blogs increase knowledge, blogs connect us to our people, blogs give introverts a voice, blogs reward the new age publishers. Blogs accelerate discovery. Blogs open up a world without borders.
Very good, Sharvari. I hope the class is getting an idea of what they are telling us about the blogs. Who would like to read page number 103, How to Write a Blog Post in 5 Easy Steps? Shamika?
Yes, ma'am. How to write a blog post in 5 easy steps. Step 1. Plan your blog post by choosing a topic, creating an outline, conducting research, and checking facts. Step 2. Give it an attractive title. Step 3. Draft a headline that is both informative and will capture the reader's attention. Step 4. Have an introduction, lead and conclude paragraph that sums up the blog post. Add your personal experience. Step 4. Use images to enhance your post, improve its flow, add humor, and explain complex topics. Use short paragraphs, simple and short sentences, and words. Step 5. Edit your blog post. Make sure to avoid repetition. Read your post aloud to check its flow. Have someone else read it and provide feedback. Keep sentences and paragraphs short. It is alright to delete or modify your writing at last moment. End your post with discussion question. Then, ma'am.
Read the blog also, Utsav Goa.
Okay. Utsav Goa, Diwalicho Phala. It's Diwali time in India. The entire country is celebrating Diwali. Here is wishing you all a very happy Diwali. In India, Diwali is a festival which is celebrated by all religions together, but with different traditions and ritual. The festival is at the heart of Goan culture, marked by Goan charm. Dhana Trayodashi, Narak Chaturdashi, Lakshmi Puja, Bali Pratipada, Padvo, Bhau Beej, 5 days of celebrations to appreciation our relationships and family commemorating the victory of God over evil, to let go of past grudges and make merry. Time to hang a paper lantern, Akash Divo. Outside the house light, Panteo, oil clay oil lamps, draw intricate rangoli patterns, and not to forget the food. Diwali, Farar, tantalizing your taste bud, but that's not all. Diwali in Goa is incomplete without five different varieties of po, beaten rice. Bhatat po, poha with potato. This is savory version of poha that we all love. Dodanse po, poha in milk. This is a tradition Goan style preparation, a sweet version of poha made in milk. Dhyanse po, curd poha. This is sweet version of poha made in curd. Rusanse poha in coconut milk. This is my favorite version. Poha is cooked with coconut milk and jaggery. Goranse po, beaten rice in jaggery. One of the simplest recipes. Gets ready in few minutes. The culinary offerings in Goa are ample and distinct. Goan Diwali is marked by sharing these delicacies while enjoying the perfectly lit up wintry evenings. After staying up the whole night for Narkaso ritual in Goa, the whole family feasts on farar and these varieties of folk breakfast together, relishing the goodness of food and warmth of kinship.
Very good, Shamika. Now they are saying question number A1. Go through the text again to understand the important features of blogs. Discuss various blogs and their features with your friends. A blog helps us to express our
Experiences.
feelings they have already given. What else?
Knowledge,
That is information. What else?
our opinions,
Exactly. Moving on to the next page. Page number 104. Okay, let us do page number 104 onwards next time. Let me repeat to you what all you have for homework. On page number 23, you have question A6. On page number 73, you have for homework A2, A3, A4 and A5. On page number 74, you have question A6, A7, A8. Now let me tell you, I will be sending you the model sample of informal letter, letter of permission, the format of an email, and letter to the editor. Apart from this, I will be sending you some columns on degree of comparison, positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. I will write one, you have to write the other two. This entire table has to be entered into your grammar notebook under the heading degrees of comparison. Am I very clear?
Ma'am, please can you repeat the homework?
Page number 23.
Yes, ma'am. That after that.
Question A6. Page number 73. A2. A3.
Yes.
A4. A5.
Okay, ma'am.
इसमें से कुछ work can be done in the textbook itself. So that work makes your work very simple. So those completion of tables, completion of poem, that you will do it in the textbook itself. Those
ma'am.
which are basically questions, write the theme, write the summary, that you can't do in the textbook. That you will do in the literature notebook. Page number 74. Question A6, A7, A8. Now,
Yes,
since
ma'am.
I have discussed each and every answer with you, if you will sit today and do the answers, you will sit tomorrow and do the answers, it will go very fast and very easily for you. But if you will make it day after tomorrow, then you will forget the answers. Then your work will become very lengthy work, because you will have to think before writing each answer. आज लिखोगे तो बहुत easily हो जाएगा. ठीक है? So I will end my lecture over here, children. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, beta.